Most people think mediation certification only involves starting your own practice. But what if I told you there are 5 high-paying careers actively hiring people with mediation skills with salaries ranging from $75,000 to over $150,000 per year? And these are positions being posted today that specifically require or prefer mediation certification. So in this video, I'll break down exactly which careers require mediation skills, what they pay, how to position your National Certified Professional Mediation Certification, or NCPM, to secure these roles. Here's the truth. There's a workplace conflict crisis nobody talks about. Remote work and generational differences are creating more disputes than ever. What used to get solved around the water cooler now turns into a long, tense email thread or passive-aggressive Slack or Teams message. The problem is traditional HR approaches aren't solving modern conflict issues. HR is great for compliance and policy, but when it comes to actually getting two people to sit down, listen, and find a common ground, it's not working. And that's where mediation comes in. Companies are desperately seeking people who can resolve conflicts without lawsuits. They'd rather have someone step in with real skills to calm things down, keep teams working together, and avoid the legal drama altogether. That's why mediation skills, honestly, they're like gold now. And like I said, they're your superpower. So here's the cool part, how NASM actually prepares you for these workplace challenges. Our business mediation track is designed to specifically train you in the kind of workplace conflict scenarios that HR departments face every single day. It's not just theory. You're literally practicing what you'll be doing in the real world. You'll get to do role plays with an instructor with feedback. So from day one, you're preparing for real employee disputes, not just reading about them. The 40-hour curriculum dives deep into the negotiation frameworks and the communication techniques that are absolutely essential in corporate environments. It's the stuff companies actually need right now. And instead of just checking boxes or memorizing terms, you'll complete practical assessments that show you can actually mediate, not just talk about it. That's why when people finish this program, they're ready to walk into a workplace conflict and handle it with confidence. Let's talk about the salary premium for mediation skills, because that's where it gets exciting. When you add mediation certification to your resume, it typically increases your earning potential by 15 to 30%. That's not a small bump. It's the kind of difference you actually feel in your paycheck. And here's why. These skills make you nearly irreplaceable in your role. It is your superpower. Once again, anybody can check boxes or follow policy, but not everybody can step into a heated situation, calm it down, guide people to a solution that makes you stand out in any organization. On top of that, mediation expertise doesn't just help you where you are. It opens doors to executive level positions. Leaders are expected to manage conflict, negotiate, and build strong teams. When you bring those skills to the table, you're not just part of the team, you're leadership material. That's the power of having mediation skills in your toolkit. By the way, if you want to earn your National Professional Certification in Mediation and unlock these high-paying career opportunities, click the first link in the description below. Now, let's get into one of the 5 high-paying careers that need you, HR directors and employee relations managers. There is a growing demand for HR professionals who can mediate workplace disputes. I know this firsthand because I used to be the director of employee and labor relations for a major hospital with over 6,600 employees. In that role, I earned $120,000 per year, and the reason the hospital valued me so much was because I could step in and resolve conflicts before they exploded. That's exactly why our business mediation track focuses on workplace conflict scenarios that HR faces daily. You're not just learning theory, you're training for real life issues I saw every single day in that position. And if you look at job postings right now, more and more of them are specifically requesting mediation skills, dispute resolution skills, and conflict resolution skills. It's becoming a requirement, not just a nice to have. When you have those skills, you quickly become the go-to person for complex employee issues. That's what made me invaluable in my role, and that's exactly what can elevate your career too. Another one of the 5 high-paying careers that needs you is in family court and legal support roles. Here's what's happening. More and more courts are now mandating mediation before litigation in many jurisdictions. Judges are realizing that dragging families through long trial isn't the answer. It's costly, it's stressful, and it doesn't always lead to the best outcomes. That's why our family mediation track is designed to prepare you for divorce and custody disputes, the very cases that courts are handling every single day. You'll learn how to guide parents and families through some of the toughest conversations of their lives. On top of that, when you complete the NCPM certification, Nationally Certified Professional Mediation certification, you qualify for stable government-based positions. Courts, legal aid programs, and community dispute centers are all looking for certified mediators to step in. And the demand is only growing. As courts look for alternatives to lengthy trials, they're turning to mediation as the preferred solution. And that means they're turning to people like you. Another high-paying career path where mediation skills shine is as a business consultant or in organizational development. Here's why. Companies are actually hiring consultants specifically to resolve internal conflicts and improve communication. It's not just about efficiency anymore. Leaders are realizing that broken communication and unresolved disputes are what really cost them money. That's why in our program, you get to practice role plays with an instructor with feedback. Those experiences prepare you for the consulting scenarios you'll actually face when working with leadership teams and departments that just can't get on the same page. And this is what sets you apart. Mediation skills differentiate you from generic business consultants. Anyone can recommend a strategy, but not everyone can sit down in the middle of a tense room and get people aligned. And that's rare, and it makes you stand out immediately. This path even leads to opportunities with Fortune 500 companies. The bigger the organization, the more complex the people challenges. And that's exactly where your mediation expertise becomes invaluable. The last of the high-paying careers I want to highlight is union leadership and labor relations. Take Everett Kelly, for example. He completed the NCPM certification and serves as the national president of the American Federation of Government Employees, representing over 750,000 employees. He credits his mediation training with sharpening his negotiation and leadership skills that are critical when you're sitting across a table in collective bargaining sessions that impact so many lives. And this really proves the point. Union stewards and leaders who have mediation training become incredibly valuable in collective bargaining. They're not just advocating, they're able to bridge differences, prevent deadlocks, and create agreements that move everyone forward. Now let's talk about enhanced private practice opportunities, because this is where mediation can really give you freedom. One of the biggest keys to making private practice viable is having multiple income streams. Instead of depending on just one type of client, you can diversify, working with families, businesses, nonprofits, even government contracts. That's what makes your practice sustainable long term. And here's the best part. We don't just teach you the skills and leave you hanging. Your business toolkit actually includes client scripts and intake forms so you can start getting clients immediately. You don't have to figure it all out from scratch. We give you the templates to hit the ground running. Plus, all of the experience you bring from these other careers, HR, consulting, family court, union work, it makes you a more credible mediator. Clients trust you because you've been in the trenches. I've seen so many professionals that transition, taking what they've learned in their careers and building successful private practices that give them both flexibility and financial freedom. And mediation training is the bridge that makes that all possible. The professionals earning the highest salaries in conflict resolution are leveraging mediation skills across multiple high-paying career paths. Your NCPM certification doesn't just qualify you to be a mediator, it qualifies you for leadership roles in HR, consulting, legal support, union management. Whether you want job security, a higher income, or multiple career options, mediation skills gives you the competitive advantage employers are actively seeking. Now, if you're ready to earn your National Professional Certification in Mediation, click the first link in the description to enroll today.